So, today I wanted to talk about my favorite TV special to date. See, up until recently, I really loved Doctor Who, and no, this isn't going to be some sort of hate-fueled video where I'm like, see how much better it used to be! The era of Doctor Who I liked also had plenty of confusing stuff and messy scripts in it, but it's more of a love letter to what I think is the best special ever made for a TV series. With the pandemic happening last year, I picked up lots and lots of Blu-rays, and I saw this one listed on Zavi, and I was immediately thrown into a huge nostalgia trip of when I used to love this show. So, I ordered the 3D and normal Blu-ray combo pack, and oh boy, I remembered loving this, but it's actually really great. Again, I'll keep the beginning of this video relatively spoiler-free, and we'll get into some spoilers a bit later. See, this special from 2013 doesn't just find a way to tie all of Doctor Who together in a nice, neat package, but it pays homage to the past, some emotional moments really work, there are some excellent jokes, and the overall epic scale, yet kinda lighthearted and fun tone is exactly what a 50th anniversary of a series like Doctor Who should be. I've always loved the silly nature of Doctor Who.
Mother, dear, shall I die? Yes, my darling, by and by.
And this special was no exception. For a TV special, the effects are also pretty great, so it was great to look at as well. In fact, most of the special looks movie quality. Of course, nowadays, where we have huge budget shows like The Mandalorian, we're used to getting TV shows that look fantastic. But in 2013, this was a pretty great accomplishment. I also love the fact this special took time to have actual physical suits on the sets and not just CG everything in. It adds to the fact that, yes, the creatures look wonderful, but they also have that sort of natural lit look that the old episodes used to have back in the 60s. It really does add an authenticity to it that I really appreciate, especially when you're making an anniversary special. So, we're going to go a little more in depth here, so if you don't want to have anything spoiled, I suggest turning the video off now and coming back later. But it's already been out for 7 years, so I don't imagine people who wanted to see it haven't seen it already. So I personally love the intro a lot. We get a little view of the old original Doctor Who intro, and we see Clara as a teacher. I love the motorcycle driving into the TARDIS. I love the exciting opening sequence where the TARDIS is picked up and moved. It's exciting, funny, and it sets the tone really well for what this episode is going to be. Now, I've always loved the 3D paintings, and on the 3D Blu-ray they look super cool. I love the link to the Doctor's own story and struggles. Now, the Fez was a fun inside joke of Matt Smith's Doctor, and I love how they teleported through time and space as we jump back and forth in time to David Tennant's Doctor. And we're introduced to the War Doctor here, played by John Hurt, also known as the face of the Doctor that killed them all. We've seen the Doctor regret killing everyone on Gallifrey for almost a decade when this special came out, and it was about time that we actually saw how it happened. Now, I could go on and on about everything I like about this special. Billie Piper is great in it, all the actors are really good in it, it's a solid, fun adventure that doesn't feel like it's runtime at all. Another thing I really appreciate is that they didn't feel the need to shove Daleks in everywhere. That's been a problem with modern Doctor Who for a while now. But it's the 50th anniversary special and you can't have that without Daleks, right? Well, they're in there and I think they're handled perfectly. The story focuses on the Zygons as the main villains, and the Doctor's own internal struggles also create tension. The Daleks are just there in the timeline where the Doctor destroys and or saves Gallifrey to look scary and threatening, and they do. I love the constant back and forth between the 10th and 11th Doctor. I love how they both deal with what horrible things they did differently and disagree on that. I love this little joke.
Compensating? For what? Regeneration, it's a lottery.
Oh, he's cool. Isn't he cool? I'm the Doctor and I'm all cool. Oops, I'm wearing sand shoes.
Now, I do like being a little bit critical of things that I really like, so I have to, for consistency's sake, point out some flaws. Now, Doctor Who has always explained away time travel as quickly and easily as possible, and this episode takes that to a whole new level. Where, because the Doctor doesn't remember saving Gallifrey in the next seasons, they're gonna have to find a way to write around that, and they just quickly mention that time streams aren't in sync or whatever. It's fine. There is also a really cool but poorly edited shot at the end of all the Doctors standing alongside each other. It just doesn't look very good. But it's a cool shot, but it just doesn't look very good. Now, more good stuff. Tom Baker has an awesome cameo as the curator of the museum. He's kind of a mysterious character, kind of hinting at the fact he might be a future version of the Doctor. Also, it's heartwarming for any Doctor Who fan to see Tom Baker again, especially within the show itself. And I remember being so excited about the conversation they had, and they teased how the Doctor had a lot to do and have a lot of adventures ahead. It was fun. I guess if I had a complaint, it would be that this really relies on the past of the show. Now, considering the fact it's very fun and really works as a finale and as a special, that's not really a negative. But I do generally think a piece of media should always stand on its own 2 feet first. Now, it's fun, funny, and exciting, but it does rely a lot on the past. But as I said, as a TV special, it's actually really great. Let's not forget how many great callbacks to the past it does have, like that amazing scene where all the doctors are coming together for the calculations for Gallifrey's freezing or whatever. That was absolutely awesome. Now, I know this video wasn't particularly in chronological order, it was more just like kind of my thoughts on the special and why I like it so much, and I may do a big breakdown of it in the future the way I did with Coco, if the demands are there, of course. Now, Doctor Who has always had its ups and downs over its lifetime. It's been fun, it's been weird, it's been fantastic, it's been silly, it's been cheesy, it's been downright bad, it's been over the top. But when I look back on the past of the show, this special shines as one of my favorite things in it. And I'll probably always remember it for being the best TV special I can possibly imagine. And now, of course, it's time to actually give this special a grade. While I think it's solidly constructed, has great energy, is great looking, and is super fun, it doesn't quite stand on its own, and the time travel has some serious gray areas. All in all, though, it didn't need to stand on its own, and it accomplished exactly what it wanted to do and had a lot of fun doing so. At this point, I'd recommend this special to everyone that likes Doctor Who, but you guys have probably all already seen it. If you have the equipment for it, I do recommend getting the 3D version though, since the 3D paintings look absolutely awesome. So for me, this special is an absolutely wonderful 8 out of 10. Now, I'd love to know what all of you guys thought of the Day of the Doctor. Did you like it? Did you not? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you guys are all subscribed with notifications on so you can stick around for more content like this. Alright, bye.